In the previous lesson, we explored the five aggregates and learned that what we call a person is actually a collection of constantly changing processes. The first of these aggregates is form, often referred to as the physical aggregate. When Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva contemplated deeply, he saw that even this physical form is empty of any permanent, independent essence. Understanding form is an important step because most people strongly identify with their bodies, believing, "This is me," or "This is mine." In this lesson, we will examine what the Buddha meant by form and how a deeper understanding of the body can open the door to wisdom and freedom. In Buddhist teachings, form refers to the physical aspect of existence. It includes our bodies as well as the material world around us. Everything we can see, hear, touch, taste, or smell belongs to the realm of form. Mountains, rivers, trees, buildings, and our own flesh and bones are all examples of form. At first glance, physical objects appear solid and permanent. A mountain seems unchanging, and our bodies appear to remain the same person from day to day. Yet when examined carefully, we discover that everything physical is constantly changing. The mountain slowly erodes, the tree grows and dies, and the body ages moment by moment. What appears stable is actually in continuous transformation. Many people think of the body as a fixed object, but the Buddha encouraged us to see it as a process rather than a possession. Consider a flowing river. From a distance, it seems like a single thing, but the water within it is always moving. The river exists because countless drops of water continuously flow through it. The body is similar. Cells are constantly dying and being replaced. Breath enters and leaves. Food is consumed, digested, and transformed into energy. Blood circulates, hair grows, and skin renews itself. What we call my body is actually a collection of changing biological processes occurring together. The body exists, but it does not exist as a fixed, unchanging entity. The Buddha taught that all forms arise due to causes and conditions. Our bodies depend on air, water, food, sunlight, and countless other factors. Without these conditions, the body could not survive. Imagine a candle flame. It appears to be a single flame, but it depends on wax, oxygen, heat, and many supporting conditions. Remove any one of these, and the flame disappears. Likewise, the body is not an isolated object existing on its own. It is supported by an intricate network of conditions extending throughout the entire universe. When we understand this interdependence, we begin to see that the body is not a separate self standing apart from everything else. Instead, it is deeply connected to the world around it. Because people strongly identify with their bodies, physical appearance often becomes a source of anxiety and suffering. We worry about aging, illness, attractiveness, strength, and health. Society encourages constant comparison, leading many people to measure their worth according to physical characteristics. Imagine someone who buys a new car. At first, they are proud and protective of it. Every scratch causes frustration. Over time, however, wear and tear become unavoidable. The more attached they are to the car's appearance, the more suffering they experience when it changes. Similarly, when we cling to the body as our permanent identity, every sign of aging or illness can feel threatening. The body changes according to natural laws, whether we like it or not. Wisdom does not require us to reject the body. Rather, it invites us to care for it while understanding its impermanent nature. Meditation allows us to investigate form directly. During mindfulness practice, we observe bodily sensations without immediately judging them as pleasant or unpleasant. We notice warmth, pressure, movement, tension, relaxation, and countless other sensations arising and passing away. As observation deepens, we begin to see that even the body is not as solid as it first appeared. Sensations constantly change. No sensation remains permanently. The body reveals itself as a dynamic field of experience rather than a fixed object. This insight is not merely intellectual. It emerges through direct observation. Just as no one can learn to swim by reading about water alone, understanding the true nature of form requires personal investigation through mindful awareness. When the Heart Sutra later declares that form is emptiness, it is not denying the existence of the physical world. Instead, it points out that form lacks a permanent, independent essence. Form exists, but it exists through causes, conditions, and constant change. A rainbow provides a useful example. We can clearly see a rainbow, yet it cannot be separated from sunlight, moisture, perspective, and atmospheric conditions. It is real, but its existence depends entirely on supporting factors. Physical form is much the same. It appears and functions, yet it is empty of any fixed, independent identity. Spend a few minutes observing your body quietly. Notice your breathing without trying to control it. Feel the sensations of sitting, standing, or walking. Observe how sensations arise, change, and disappear. Reflect on how the body depends upon food, water, air, and countless conditions for its existence. Ask yourself, is this body a fixed thing, or is it a continuous process of change? The aggregate of form includes the body and the material world we experience through the senses. Although form appears solid and permanent, careful observation reveals that it is constantly changing and dependent upon countless causes and conditions. By seeing the body as a process rather than a fixed self, we begin loosening the attachments that give rise to suffering. In the next lesson, we will explore the second aggregate, feeling, and examine how pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral sensations influence our actions, desires, and experiences of suffering.